I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are.
This is what this is. You guys, welcome back to another video. Like, talk to you guys. So this is exactly how I usually do my makeup nowadays. No foundation, no, just the mineralizer. And I feel it's so lightweight. And then after the mineralizer, yeah. And yeah, it's 5 minutes already. Sorry, I'm just being silly right there. So, okay, I'm going to do my makeup while talking to you guys. Did I say that already? Yes, I did. I'm repeating myself like a fool. So, you've seen the title of this video. We are going to talk about this Chinese situation in Kenya, you guys. So, lately I have seen that it's all over news. And I saw that some Chinese, they are now living in Kenya. Lots of them are in Kenya. And apparently it's because of this deal that the government has with Chinese. I don't know, they had borrowed a lot of money from China. It's like going on like 500 plus something billion. So billion, is it dollars or Kenya shillings? I don't know, but it's a lot of money that, and it was to build this train system, this speed train system. Is it SGR or something like this? Yeah. And I have seen that, like, I don't know, like, let's just have a chat about this, guys. And the comment section is gonna be open for you guys to, like, give me your input and tell me what you guys think about this. Because I feel like it's just crazy. And in my last video, a certain video, I was talking about how sad I was regarding how Kenya is. The video is entitled "The Reason Why I Fear Living in Kenya." Yeah, and I was really sad, the situation, everything. And some of you were actually commenting on that video, telling me that Africans are still traumatized because of the colonization, and a lot of people were saying a lot of things, that the reason why Africans are acting out is because of they were colonized and stuff like that. But like, I just come to, like, I don't know how that rubs me. Like, why is it always, for somebody misbehaving, why has it always been that people don't take accountability for their actions? Like, I don't like that every time these people misbehave, we have a mind of our own. And remember, even in the times, in those days of being colonized, there were African leaders or people who are elders who are readily willing to sell their own people. I don't think that these people who started colonizing Africa, they just came from nowhere and they had no insiders who are working closely with them, who are equally just Africans. And they had a mind of their own, yet they didn't think for their people, their own people, And I don't like the fact that everything that is happening, people are just putting blame game on the colonizers, yeah, they have a part to play in it, I know, but how many years? Like, I know it will take, a lot of people are saying it will take a lot of years for Africans to actually recover from it and yada, and I'm just like, until when are we going to, like, are they not men enough, these Africans of ours, to actually think for themselves and reason out for themselves and have a sense of dignity and actually like think for themselves for once, and actually reason out using their medulla oblongata for one reason, for once, please. And the reason why I was so mad in that video, I was mad, and I know that so many people were very mad at me, and some people even decided to unsubscribe to my channel, and I'm just like, you know what? Your die-hard subscribers, your loyal subscribers will always be here with me, will always stay with me, regardless of what. Like sometimes I get upset and I say things, and they will never like if you are a loyal subscriber, you are a loyal subscriber. If you are going to be upset because somebody said something, simply because I spoke my heart and I said how I felt, Sometimes you speak sometimes you speak because you're mad. But anyway, you guys, all right, so let's speak. I feel like as much as a lot of people were saying that the Africans, because of the colonization, they are still, I don't want to repeat myself, and I say to myself that we can actually take responsibility for every action. Like we don't always have to point fingers at what other people did to us, and you can rise up above it. You can rise up, and you can. Oh my God, today my makeup is not so good, but anyway, you guys, it's gonna get better. I'm telling you, it's gonna get better. So yeah, and yes, we were colonized and everything, and these people don't learn from it. They have never ever woken up and said, oh well, it will never happen. And the people, the leaders of Africa, just don't seem to use their mind, because again, the colonial is happening again. Like we are being colonized by indirectly by the Chinese at the moment as we speak, because I know that each and every country, there is no way Chinese are going to borrow our government a lot of money if they were not getting anything in return. They are getting a lot of things in return, and mainly the raw materials, the uraniums, and all the the natural resources that Africa have. That is the reason why they get it to go and work on whatever they are working on, like their industrial, making the things they are making. Like China is a manufacturers of all junk of everything. So for them to give our leaders this money, whatever money it was, like it was a lot of money that China borrowed. China borrows a lot of countries' money. But then, when it comes to Africa, to Kenya, let's just talk about Kenya as a whole. I don't know what other African countries they borrowed money, but I can just say Kenya. These people came to build speed railway station in Kenya. And of course, they gave a lot of promises to our government that we are going to work with your people. We are going to create a lot of job opportunities. You guys, my eyebrow pencil, I left it in the room. So this is not the usual eyebrow pencil that I usually use. We are going to work with your people. But at the end of the day, remember the same railway. They started from a scratch to build a railway station. They started from a scratch. But remember, like 100 years ago or whatever, British people had already built as another railway system that went and collapsed, because they came with their raw materials, they came with everything, They never taught Africans how to maintain this railway, They just built it and ran away and left. And then when it was time for them to run it, they corrupt and let it fall. And now as we speak, the thing is just being packed, packed and rusted, It's just like not in the rail anymore. The rail are rusted, children are pooping on the rails, and they have harvested every spare parts of the rail, the British rail that was left, and they have just like harvested, like plucked the lights, plucked the wiring, plucked everything, you know. This is what happens, my friend. In Kenya, dare park your car by the roadside, especially if you don't have anybody to man that car. My friend, you will come and find your tires is gone. I'm not kidding you. I kid you not. The tires plus your side lights will be gone. So after I do that, I usually dab this fix whatever, this studio fix. Yeah. So you guys, they didn't learn from it. The railway, the British came, set it up, left it to run. It was running properly. They left the Kenyans to do it for themselves, and you know, and because they didn't know how to manage this, the thing just collapsed, and a lot of money was invested in this, and now we don't have railway. And again, now the Chinese have come, and the Chinese have done the same thing that the British came and did, and it collapsed. And a lot of money was invested. As usual, a lot of money is always invested in these things, and they end up not getting anywhere. And what is bugging me is that now we have a lot of Chinese in Kenya that don't even have respect for Kenyans. And again, I would say that even us Kenyans ourselves, we don't have respect for each other. So who are they for them to respect us anyway? You know, they look at how we treat each other and how we abuse each other and how we merely just don't have respect for each other. Like we treat each other like unless I was walking around in the streets of Nairobi, or if I went to buy something in a shop when I was accompanied by a foreigner, that is the only time somebody is gonna look at me and respect me and even treat me with some respect. Hi ma'am, how are you? Thank you for you know, would you like something? Otherwise, if I'm by myself and I go to a shop, they will be chasing after me. They'll be like the sales people in the sales will be like following me since I enter that shop until I come out, because they are thinking that I'm going to steal something from them. And the Chinese now, they treat foreigners better than they treat their own people. So I'm sure the Chinese have grown big heads because of the way they are treating them as compared to the way they are treating their own locals. I told you guys in my some of my videos that a time that I went with my ex in Kenya, my ex was dealing with this Kenyan men doing construction, and he was just abusing them and calling them names, and they were laughing. They find that it's funny for somebody to disrespect them. They are doing nothing about it. They let them get away with so many things. And that is why even the Chinese are pooping all over them. Chinese have the audacity of abusing a Kenyan. He is being filmed calling a Kenyan, even together with the president of Kenya, calling him monkey and saying that they are stupid and they are monkeys and a lot of things that these guys were saying, which is so uncalled for. They were definitely just saying, this is a damp towel that I usually use to just like pump up my hair. My hair is actually now growing, but I make a little tour with it like this. So this is what I basically usually do every time I go to work. So I want you guys to just have an idea. And so these people promise to, like, after they promised the government that they are going to like give jobs with this rail station and everything, and they built such a massive, like, in this, to start with, you guys, I don't understand the reason why they could not just have improved the old rail system that was already there. We have a lot of rail containers that is just sitting, doing nothing in the railway station. They are just like packed there doing nothing. It's just rusted and dead. And when the Chinese came, and the government had borrowed them a lot of money, which I don't know where it went in it, what this money happened, what they did with this money, I don't know basically. And then now Kenya is in big shit. They are in big debt, big debt. So now the Chinese have come, and the Chinese are, they promised to build this rail and to create jobs for Kenyans. And now not even one Kenyan is working in this rail station. It's all owned by Chinese. Chinese are the ones managing it. Chinese are the ones, and they are being paid better than they pay Kenyans, And at the same time, we had transportation system that was going from Nairobi to Mombasa. They were using road system, road whatever, and it was, people just got used to it. If somebody could not bear sitting in these roads in these buses for like 7 hours straight, they always board a plane. And since I was born, people have always been traveling like this to Mombasa. And now they came to build this rail. I'm telling you, they are eradicated jobs for, the transportation, road transportation employment, There were buses that were on these routes. And there were Kenyans who were operating these buses. Of course, these jobs was dead for Kenyans. So now, no more jobs for Kenyans. Chinese are the ones who are doing these jobs. And like these people, our leaders just never learn really, because now I feel like we are back into colonial rules. Now the Chinese are the ones who are going to rule us, because to be honest, we at the same time that I think, this is just how I think, my radical thought, there is no way that our government is ever gonna pay back this money that they owe China. There is no way. It is too much big of money. We don't have this money. So what will happen? The Chinese will keep, now the Chinese, these people have sold us to the Chinese. They have sold us, so we are screwed. These people are selling us. They never learned from these colonials. It happened before. And those days you could say that it happened so fast that they didn't even have the identity of who they were as a people. The people wrote their history for them, and they don't know, they are lost, and yada yada. And it happened in the daylight. And even now in the 21st century, they allow it to happen again for greed. And people usually say, oh, Africans are so stupid and yada yada. Like the normal Wananchis, the normal Africans you see in the street walking around, they are very smart. If they were given a right to actually even vote and choose which leaders are going to make the right choices for us, they would do it. But because they have never been given a chance to even vote the people they think that are going to run our country great. These people swear themselves in, they vote themselves in, they give, the job. It's unbelievable. It's they are taking these things against us. We don't know what is happening, We just, like, one day we will just wake up and we find that our land has been sold to China. Like now we are the China Republic or something. Because what else? Chinese are all over Nairobi as we speak. Do you like my makeup? It's coming along great. Yeah, so this is what I normally do. But then I feel like this this one is a bit harsh. I never use it. I feel like it's a bit too dark. Anyway, so you guys, at least you have an idea what I usually do. So then, these people have sold our land. And these people have been given it to the Chinese. Now the Chinese are disrespecting us and calling us monkeys. They say that Africans are stupid, we are monkeys. Yet they are they've come to our land, Of course they've come because of the deals that were made with our people. The big people in the government. So now all of a sudden we ching chongs are all over the place disrespecting us. And we don't know how come they came. How you came here, eh? Even, you know, even in the SGR, in the whatever, in this train, whatever, Kenyans are working there. Some Kenyans are working. They've given them the little bit of jobs that are left there, but then they mistreat them. They segregate them, like they give them tasks and tell them to lie down and beat them up. Some of them are getting sexually harassed by these Chinese. And what is the government doing? Even the guy that was abusing the president and saying that the president is, you know, you guys, just search it. It's all over, even YouTube. Just go and search Chinese abusing insulting Kenyan president. Go and see. What did this person do? What did they do? What punishment did they give him? They simply deported him back without charging him for racism. They deport him back to his country. Very less of a harsh, it was not even harsh. You know, like, for it to be a lesson to other Chinese who are in Kenya, he should have been arrested and even charged in court with racism, you know? And they didn't. Meanwhile, there's a lot of Kenyans who are being executed and are being punished in China jails for whatever reason, things they did. Like nowadays, the life of a Kenyan is equated to that of a dog. Like the Chinese can just come into your land and disrespect you all they can. But again, I am just saying that sometimes I feel like I don't know, I don't blame the Chinese. I blame more of our government, to be honest. Because they allow this to happen again and again and again. And if you investigate what the money that these people took, what actually they used with this money, you will find that this money just didn't even end up doing anything to benefit Kenyans. You find that maybe this money just went to, you know, in somebody's pockets. Yet our land is actually has been taken over by the Chinese. What will you do? This is why investing in Kenya is very tricky. And you know, the people, what makes me think is that the same way the Europeans have balls is the same way Africans has balls. Why is it that now the Europeans have the balls of steel and they can do whatever they want with Africans? And you cannot outsmart them. You know, you'll be crying, you'll be saying, oh, they did this and they wrote our history for us and we don't know who we are and you know, we are just lost people, you know, yada, yada, yada. And yet, where is the sense of dignity and, you know, preserving and protecting your territory? I don't understand. Money is sweeter than your own heritage, your own ethnicity, your own people. You don't give a hoot about your own people. You don't really do, honestly. And that is why, let me make a line here. It's overgrowing now. And that is why you guys are just like, honestly, when I say that I'm afraid of living in Kenya and afraid of the things that are happening, I've invested in Kenya. Yes, I have my homes in Kenya and everything. I have 2 homes in Kenya that are actually, one is actually rented out to tenants and another one is my residential house. And I'm just like shit bad afraid now, man. Like the way things are being done, things are being conducted in Kenya is a bit crazy. So you guys, that is how I usually do my makeup, and then I put on a lipstick. I can't find my lipstick now, so I'll just leave my gloss. I have a gloss on. So yeah. And what was I saying? Like a lot of people were commenting on that video and people were just saying, oh, you know, you can't say people that you wish your country was colonized, was still colonized. But you know, the reason why is because we are still colonized indirectly, you know. It's because I feel like this, you know, the leaders, the people who are supposed to actually lead us, right, they're not doing it. They're very incapable, you know. And it's all in their hands. We are not allowed to make any decisions for our own country. We are not. You know, we can't do anything. We can vote, we can go voting, but still our votes don't count. Like, they are not capable. So if the Chinese, I know very well that China has actually borrowed a lot of money to so many countries, even the United States, China has borrowed their money. But at the same time, you will never see that the Chinese will go to US and behave, you know, insulting and abusing and mistreating the American citizens, and they are doing nothing about it. The law is not doing anything. As compared to us, they will do whatever they will do, you know, they will talk whatever they will talk, you know, they are the high and mighty as compared to a normal Kenyan. Because a normal Kenyan, you don't count. Like, who are you? Like, seriously. I would go to a hotel like, you know, I am well capable of paying a hotel for myself and all, even for my family member. But I would go, and before I even enter, they ask me, what do you want? Why are you here? Abby, why? You know, one day I was living in, I was in Intercontinental Hotel. So we were with work. Sometimes we live there. So I went, and then these guys were just like, I know that there's a lot of girls who go there to like look for whatever sponsors, the people who have money and whatever, try to find men. And I was just basically going back to my hotel room. And this bouncer was like, "Ma'am, may I help you? Who are you looking for?" I was like, "Excuse me, who are you asking this type of question? Why are you asking?" "No, because I want to know." I am like, please don't talk to me. I feel very disrespected. And what is the difference between me and the one who is entering there, the foreigner whom you didn't ask where is he going to? I am simply going to my hotel room. See your life. So, you know, I just passed and went. And at the same time, these people, like, now it's out of, somebody is calling me. Now it's with the same phone. It's out of our own hand. We can't do anything about it. As a people, soon our country is being taken over. And because these people have sold our country, they have sold what belongs to us. For the natural resources, they have sold it. You know, we are being colonized again and again. And because they don't want to think, our leaders, our people just don't want to think. The only thing that they are doing is doing the blame game over and over again. And it's enough. Like, it's driving me nuts. That's why when I come to make videos, I come to make video because I am upset. So the things that comes from my mouth, sometimes I would say something that is offending somebody, but yet I am being offended and I feel very disrespected by the way the country is being run. And that is why I'm upset. And when you are upset, you cannot control what is coming out of your mouth. You'll be speaking and just running your mouth, just the way I do. So anyway, you guys, please like this video, comment, and let's have a discussion. And I'll see you in my next video. I hope you like my makeup. Yeah, that's pretty much what I usually do every time I'm going to work. So yeah, I'll see you in my next one. When you see me, I'll see you. Yeah, girl. Take it. Give them Vogue. Give them Vogue.